Madam President, I rise today to honor an extraordinary American from the great state of Utah, the world-renowned author and speaker, Stephen R. Covey, who passed away on Monday, July 16th, 2012. He was regarded as a legendary thought leader throughout the global business community, and yet showed over the course of his 79 years that the true measure of life is not in making a dollar, but in making a difference. Stephen leaves behind a legacy filled with meaningful words and memorable deeds. His prolific and powerful writing contained the kind of personal insight and inspiration that transformed hearts, minds, and lives of countless individuals. He's best remembered, perhaps, for his 1989 New York Times bestseller, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. The book sold more than 20 million copies worldwide and has been translated into 38 different languages. 7 Habits served to prove Stephen's passionate belief that talking about principles changes behavior better than talking about behavior changes behavior. Ever the teacher and ever the student of strategies for achieving personal and professional excellence, Stephen followed his pursuit of these life-changing principles in subsequent books, including First Things First, The 8th Habit, and The Leader in Me. Covey's words, ideas, principles, and practices have been used in a variety of educational settings, from college management classes to corporate business seminars. In 2011, Time magazine listed 7 Habits as one of the 25 most influential business management books of all time. While Covey's words propelled him to become a global titan of bold business strategies and tactics, it was his deeds, often in family settings, which provided the notably personal touch found in his teaching and his training. His poignant examples and anecdotes from his personal life illuminated how to actually live the principles that he taught. Covey often shared a humorous experience that he had had with one of his sons while taking a business call at home. His son one day felt that Stephen Covey had been on the phone for far too long. So he took out a jar of peanut butter and began spreading it on Covey's balding head. Covey pretended to ignore it, so the son added a layer of jam and eventually a piece of bread. Stephen Covey used this experience to teach the principles of proper priorities, life balance, and building relationships. He demonstrated that it was possible to complete an important phone call and indulge his son's mischievous antics and create a meaningful memory all at the same time. One of his best-known principles, sharpen the saw, focused on the need for rest and renewal. Covey stressed the important impact of family dinners, family vacations, family service in the community, and families working together in the home. He recalled work parties in which his whole family would tackle a project. Instead of just laboring for hours, they would laugh and talk and eat snacks while they worked, and then they'd go to a movie once they finished. Stephen continually showed that when you put your family first, you can create a legacy that will truly last. His deeds as a father, husband, neighbor, and friend are the kind that communities, states, and nations would do well to promote and emulate. Covey's contributions to the leadership community extend far beyond his literary works. He revolutionized the field of leadership and management development with the creation of the Covey Leadership Center in Utah. The Covey Leadership Center eventually merged with Franklin Quest to form Franklin Covey, a worldwide management firm specializing in training and consulting services for individuals, teams, and businesses. His extensive client list includes a vast majority of the Fortune 500 companies, as well as world leaders, celebrities, national governments, and numerous charitable organizations. In 1996, Time magazine named him one of the 25 most influential Americans, and in 2011, Thinkers 50 named him one of the top 50 business leaders in the world. He was an inspiration to millions, a revolutionary problem solver, and an icon for business managers everywhere. It's impossible to calculate the immense amount of good that Stephen Covey did for so many people. His insight helped to shape the future of an untold number of businesses, resulting in better jobs and indeed better lives for people around the world. Stephen Covey's life mission is reflected in the mission of Franklin Covey. We engage greatness in people and organizations everywhere. Stephen Covey's words and deeds helped people discover and deploy the principles that would ultimately enable them to achieve greatness in life and in business. My wife Sharon and I extend our thoughts and our prayers to the family and friends of Stephen Covey. His wife Sandra, his 9 children, 52 grandchildren, and 6 great-grandchildren have a tremendous legacy to cherish and to follow. Stephen taught his family, and indeed the world, that to live, to love, to learn, and to leave a legacy is what life is all about. We honor his memory, celebrate his service, and recognize that while his presence will be missed, his principles and practices will live on for generations to come. No words of tribute to Stephen Covey could be complete without a challenge to do something, to produce personal deeds that match the words and the principles he loved and lived. So I conclude this tribute with a challenge for each of us to remember. We honor best those who have gone before by living our lives with excellence today. Thank you, Madam President.